Yes, we have all the way from US of A, Lisa Mcclendon on our show tonight. Yes, you're right. You believe it. She's right here. It's not fake. It's not fake news. Certain presidents, some former president used to say, it's not fake news. It is the real Lisa Mcclendon on the DJ Abbeyg Unlock show. So please do invite your friends around the world tonight. And if you're watching this on a playback, please do share it on as many platforms as possible. Let's hear from Lisa Mcclendon herself, her word, what she's been doing. And I know a lot of you, particularly gospel artists, are dying and willing to hear from her right now. And I know God will richly bless you. So this is the time to invite your friends. And if you're watching this at any other time, please share it on as many platforms, Christian, non-Christian, neo soul fans and soul fans and other. Please do share it around the world. And I know tonight's show would richly bless you. So hang on and stay tuned. You're locked in on the DJ Abbeyg show tonight. And don't go anywhere right now.
Diamond cut ring, like the sweet polished melodies that Ella sings, like the mind of a genius, uniqueness of a child, ideal tone reality, a genuine smile. Yeah, your love is brilliant. You are brilliant. From your head to your feet, from this house to the street, you are brilliant. You are brilliant. And everywhere that I go, I let the world know you are brilliant. Your love is timeless. Yeah. No beginning and no end. Your love is priceless. Can't be low, bold, or high end. And needless to say, there's nothing that compares. Your companionship and your love and care. So simple yet so rare. Your love is brilliant. You are brilliant. From your head to your feet, from this house to the streets, you are brilliant. You are brilliant. And everywhere that I go, I let the world know you are brilliant. No rhyme, no reason, no time, no season could ever define who you are.
Welcome, viewers around the world. We'll welcome you to our today's show. And without further ado, we bring to the mic to our show tonight with great honor and privilege. Welcome, Lisa Mcclendon, on our show tonight. Hello today.
Hi, DJ Abbeyg. I'm doing amazing. How are you?
Very, very good. We're doing very well. We bless
Yes.
God for your life and your influence on gospel music
Thank
around
you.
the world. So if somebody's watching around the world and they're wondering, for our new fans, for the new younger folks, and they're wondering who Lisa Mcclendon is, could you introduce yourself to our friends, fans, and followers around the world?
Wow. Well, hello, everybody. I'm so excited to be here today. I'm Lisa Mcclendon. For those that follow gospel pretty closely, I am the young lady who sings, "You are holy, oh, so holy. I've been in the music industry for about 20 years. I was with Integrity Music for some time. I launched an independent label as well. I'm also a mom. I'm an author, and I work with children closely. And I've just been blessed to travel the world and share my voice and my words through music, through books, and through inspiration.
Yeah, welcome to our show tonight. So,
Okay.
when did you realize you had a gift for music?
Oh man, a kid. A kid. So I come from a musical family.
Okay,
Everyone in my family has does something in music. My brothers all play instruments, and all of my brothers sing. My parents both play instruments. We actually grew up as a family who sang as a family group, like the Michael
okay,
Jackson, like the Jackson Five in church. So we always were singing. But then there was a point in time in my life where I kind of branched off and I began to sing a lot of solos within in our small town, and it went from there. And then I just continued to sing, and then one day, the door was open for me to go on a major platform, and that's just been singing ever since.
wow, wow, that is so amazing to hear. And at that young age, were there anybody who was kind of like influence to you or influence the way you sang at that young age? You wanted to be
Yes.
like?
Well, the as far as gospel, the biggest influence I had was quartet music. My dad sang in a quartet group. And so I grew up listening to the Soul Stirrers, Will and Neil, and the Gospel Keynotes. I grew up listening to the Williams Brothers. I loved the Hawkins family. Was very a lot in my house. The Clark sisters, the old Clark sisters, played a lot in my house. So I grew up with a lot of the old gospel music, and that just I think it really cultivated me as a teenager. I sung a lot of Yolanda Adams songs growing up as a teenager.
Okay.
So just that old traditional gospel, I love growing up listening to that in the gospel world.
Wow, wow. But when you came out with some of your music, then it was kind of something completely different. Was there any person
Right.
who
Yeah. So
influenced your neo soul songs?
yeah, so outside of the gospel music, I grew up listening to a lot of jazz. I listened to a lot of Ella Fitzgerald, Pearl Bailey. And my parents were really supportive of me just venturing out with music. And
Yeah.
so I really took a huge liking to soul music and jazz music. So pretty much what people hear from Lisa Mcclendon is like a merge of soul and gospel music
Wow, soul and
and
gospel
jazz
music. Okay.
and jazz and
And
jazz.
jazz as well. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
that was true. Because
Yes.
when you came out with your first album, it just blew a lot of us away,
Thank
particularly we DJs, because at that time they had all the Brian Knight Nike and all those R&B artists, and there was nobody else was doing something different. And
you.
you came up, and that just blew everybody away at that time. And it
Yes.
was
Thank
it
you.
was it was like they say, a bit of a fresh air, fresh sound in the
Yeah.
gospel industry.
Yes.
So I mean, a lot of people have probably be wondering, where have you gone to? What has happened to Lisa Mcclendon? I mean, I know you came
Yeah.
down to England was it about 11, 12 years ago?
No, I came back about 5 years ago. I was there about 5 years
About
ago
5 years. Okay, you came back. Okay.
with Sarah Tebow. I came and did a concert with her, in London. So I took a break. Our family went through a huge transition, and we all kind of just needed a break out of the limelight. So I took a break,
Okay.
and that allowed me to just realign and just rest and refresh. And then I went back to school, which I'm currently finishing up now, my degree in psychology, media
Okay.
psychology, where I'll be able to continue to work in the entertainment field and music area, but through on the side of psychology. So I took a break. I just reemerged, really reemerged within this last few months with my new release of the Soul Collection. And
Okay.
so people are like, oh, she's back. So that's been the most recent thing that I've done to kind of come back. But it was a much needed rest, and I'm just excited to be back doing music. Very excited.
Wow. Wow. That is so true. So I mean, tell us about your journey. How you got signed by Integrity Records.
Wow, very funny story. So I was a part of a praise team ministry, and the bishop called me in and said, "Hey, just want to give you heads up. There's going to be a representative here from Integrity that's coming to see you." So it's almost like scouting if you watch football or basketball and the scouts come in. And so that's pretty much what happened. So they sent a representative out while I was leading praise and worship. And that person just watched me. And after the service was over, I apparently they were looking for something new, as you were saying earlier, the newness. And someone had told them about me, and she came and she said, "Hey, I checked you out and we would love to sign you." And so it was just really just someone just hearing about me and making a trip down to Florida to check me out. So it was just, I'm really blessed and grateful for that opportunity.
Yeah, but like you said, normally Integrity Record is normally known for the the worship kind of
Yeah.
what in America you guys call them CCM stuff and
Yeah.
the praise and worship stuff. Now to
Right.
come and sign an artist with a new soul sound. How was
Yes.
that? How was that for you yourself?
It there was two sides. I was very excited, of course, to be signed to a label, and have the opportunity to, just be on a platform of that magnitude. And the other side was, it was tough, because there were times that I felt like they were trying to make me more CCM. And it just wasn't what I wanted to be. I didn't come with that mindset. I wanted to keep that jazz soulful edge. So there were some struggle, some, negotiating. So we kind of just had to meet each other halfway, so that they can keep their brand and I could also keep my Lisa Mcclendon brand as well.
So for upcoming artists that are coming up, what advice would you have for them if they probably have a struggle like what you had there with a major label or somebody trying to change their sound? What advice would you
Yeah.
give them?
Well, that's a great question, because I know there are a lot of your listeners and that you guys want to be in the music industry. So I would say you have to understand that it is a business. And when you go, one thing I learned that I didn't know then is when you go into a partnership, you're going to have to give. You're going to have to give because it's their money, it's their investment. And I do hear a lot of artists, and I was one of those artists that, we complained about the treatment, but it's their money. And so if you don't want to negotiate, understand that this is the season of the independent artists. Independent artists are doing great things without labels. The difference that I see between independent and major labels is major labels can get you on a bigger platform much quicker. In some instances, they have some reach that you might not have, but the internet is your best friend. Don't be afraid to go independent and do your own thing.
Independent.
Yes.
Also, very, very true. But like you said, indeed, what about the business, like you just mentioned now? This Saturday, I'm going to have Sarah Table. She would be talking to us about the business of 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 the music business. A lot of artists just they just somebody just woke up in the morning, think, well, all I want to do is just sing for God. It doesn't really matter to know about the music business. I just want to glorify God. What is the importance of the understanding the business side of music business?
Well, if you're going to go into a major label situation, you want to get a great attorney. You definitely want to get a great attorney and not try to do it on your own, because that fine print. I don't know if you remember. I know you guys are overseas, but here in the States, I'm sure you've heard of him, Dave Chappelle. He shares a story about how when his show came out, Chappelle's Show, years later,
Okay.
he never made any money off of that show because
Wow.
he didn't understand the contract. Well, that show
Wow.
has made billions of dollars. Just this year, he's finally able to get money. He went back and negotiated and was able to, get money. But the thing is, when you don't understand those contracts, the people that write those contracts do. And one thing that I learned, don't trust your manager to know that for you, because sometimes the managers and the labels are working together. And that's
Okay.
one of the things that I ran into. Managers and labels work together. They get paid under the table sometimes. So If you can't understand the lingo, get a good attorney and make sure you surround yourself with good people, good management, good road management, good accountant. It's so important to have people that are not taking from you, but not just taking from you, but also pouring into you and teaching you how to manage your money and things like that. So definitely having a good team is so important.
Having a good team is so important.
A good team.
Okay, because often over here and in Africa and a lot of places, a lot of artists self-manage themselves, and a lot of them don't understand the business side of the industry, or they just play it they just play it along as it goes.
They just want to sing. Right.
Some people would say to you they don't really care, and a lot of times, a lot of artists have got it wrong in a way that some have spent so much in the industry, and they haven't balanced the book. The Bible tells this is most times when most artists come to me, I always say to them, Jesus said, if you want to build a house, you need to sail down first and count the cost. So to a lot of artists, a lot of them often think it's just me having a song, running to a producer and doing it in the studio. A lot of them don't have marketing costs. They just only have production costs. So I always try to educate them to see the bigger picture, and that is why like yours will be a big influence. You say to them they need to have good managers, good influencers, because like some of them are, like you said as well, some people are so scared of contract because they kind of think they're locked in.
Yes,
locked into a contract.
You can negotiate, and I love what you said about just this. You needed to know the business. The difference between knowing the business and not knowing the business is one day when you want to sit home and rest. If you have handled your business while you are sitting on your couch, your music should be making money for you. Like I get royalty checks that are constantly coming in because the business was right. When your business is not right, you have to stay on the road to make money because you haven't learned that you need to attach metadata to the back of your music, to your music, so that the algorithms can track your music. I think what happened in Abbeyg is a lot of people want to be famous and not wealthy. There's a difference between you can be famous and broke when you don't handle your business. Right. And there's a difference between fame and wealthy. So if you want to be wealthy, learn the business, do things right on the back end so you're not a hamster on the wheel for the rest of your life. One day you're going to want to rest. And if you take care of your business right, your music will continue to take care of you in the long term.
Very, very true. So you're listening to Lisa Mcclendon on the DJ Abbeyg Unlocked show. I will play the song that you said you were talking about earlier on. You Are Holy, and I know a lot of people would recognize Lisa Mcclendon from for that particular song. And and then we'll come back. Don't go anywhere. Please invite your friends onto the show. We are talking to award-winning Lisa Mcclendon on the DJ Abbeyg show.
Even when we're not, amen. Amen. You are holy, oh so holy. Lord, you're holy, oh. And what a privilege and an honor to worship at your throne, and to be called into your presence as your own. And he is worthy, oh so worthy. Your God is worthy, so worthy. And what a privilege and my honor to worship at your throne, to be called into your presence as your own. And you are faithful, oh, so faithful. Yes, you are. Lord, you are faithful, so faithful. And what a privilege and an honor worship at your throne, to be called into your presence as your own. Yeah, for I belong to you, I belong to you. Yes, I do. I can search the heavens high, I can search the earth below, but there's no one. There is no one.
You're looking on the DJ Abbeyg Unlock show, and we have with us tonight Lisa Mcclendon in the house.
Yeah.
Telling us wonderful thing. If you missed this or you're just tuning in, you need to go back to the beginning, check it out on my YouTube page, DJ Abbeyg, and you're gonna enjoy the full interview. So Lisa, what really inspires you to write music? Yeah, I know you've written different kind of music, but what's kind of your inspiration?
Life. I know that sounds really general, but I'm always paying attention.
Okay.
And because I'm already a creative, I think artists, when we pay attention to the world around us, we're always inspired. I remember earlier on when I was writing a lot with the first and second album, it was me sitting in church, and as the preacher was ministering or giving the word, I would hear stuff and it would always inspire a song. So I always would make sure that I had my little songwriting book and my Bible and then my songwriting book, because he would always say something that was sparked. Like even Grace, Grace, Grace. I wrote Grace, Grace, Grace in church. I wrote
Wow.
Grace, 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 the idea came in church or something. I think it was Grace, Grace, Grace. I believe it was Grace, Grace, Grace. And I just remember he said something, and then I just envisioned all those words came as I just saw a vision as he was speaking. And so when I'm listening to stories and I'm hearing about people's lives and even living my own life, I'm always inspired to write. Always.
Always inspired to write. Okay. Wow. So in terms of style, coming back now, is this still going to be new soul you're going to be doing, or is there any other? Are we to expect something different?
Definitely maybe a little bit of the old and definitely something different. I don't want to give it all away. But the music that we're working on now is kind of like just bringing everything full circle, everything about life. So more of an inspirational, maybe like an NDRE, if you all have heard of an NDRE.
Definitely.
Maybe that kind of style, that style where I've evolved, where I can just talk about everyday life as well as the gospel side. So I'm excited about just expanding what I'm already doing. Yeah, excited about that.
That is there anybody you're gonna be in collaboration with, or?
That is a great question. I'm not sure yet. We have to wait and see.
We have to wait and see.
It'll be nice to do maybe a collaboration or two. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna think about that. Yes.
You're gonna think about that. Okay.
Think about that.
I know you've done collabo with some few artists in the past. Could you tell me some of the best ones you've had?
Wow. The best collaborations I've done. I think on stage, even though it's not on the album, I really had a good time on stage with Mary, Erica and Tina Campbell, and Israel Houghton and Jay Moss. We were all there with Yolanda Adams. That was nice. That was a really just awesome time. I think the most heartfelt one was Don Moen, because it exposed me to a whole nother side of Christian music. So being able to share the stage with Don Moen, and I think we sang the some of his greatest hits. So that was just very nice. And then I don't know if you guys have ever heard of Sean Simmons. He appeared on one of my albums, and that was a very nice. And I think London is giving him a lot of love. Sean, he's giving a lot of love from Sean.
There is one I'm going to play now. You did it with an artist. I didn't know you, when I was doing my research, I didn't know you done something with art in a church. And I just stumbled on it online, and I'm like, this would be good to play.
Okay.
Is you and Tasha Cobbs.
Oh, that was fun. Yep, that was fun. That was fun. Yes.
No, I didn't know it was gonna be art, but I said, dude, this kingdom. I said, this kingdom. Tasha don't care. Do you care? And then I said this, and I might have to throw her the mic, because you're so anointed. But I heard the song through Jesus Culture, and our praise team began singing it, but they sang it a little bit different. And I said, well, who is that y'all singing? And they said, that's Tasha. I said, well, I'm about to sing that too, because I need that song in my life. So can we sing Tasha's song? We're going to give it to Tasha. This is Tasha's song. Can you be ready for it? Can you be ready? I know you're not feeling well, but you're not believing that anointing that's going to come from your toenail. Hallelujah. Amen. But I'm singing this song because I need this song. Thank you for recording this song. Thank you. Y'all make sure y'all buy her song. Y'all already know the words. But if there's ever a song that'll cause me to lay before the Lord, this is one of them. Because it was this song that kept ringing in my spirit this morning when I was begging for the Lord to give me a spirit of forgiveness, because this morning I did not have it. I wanted to be angry, but I knew better. In my spirit, I knew better. And sometimes you just gotta fight out of your flesh. Don't deny it. You gotta fight out of your flesh. The Word of God says, resist the devil and he will flee. There is power in the name of Jesus. There is power in the name of Jesus. There is power in the name of Jesus. Breaks every chain, 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 breaks every chain. Come on, sing this. There's an army rising up.
but I ignore. Imagination, get out of my head. Fight to remember what I read. You said you had, and I truly repent. Condemnation came by. I ran out the door, and then I heard his voice.
Rise and shine, wake up in the morning, everyone's asleep. I'm looking at the clock, only 5 a.m. It don't bother me, 'cause I've been waiting for this moment, right here, right now. I'm here at your feet, Father, pour into me. Good morning, Father, Father. Good morning. Can't wait to talk to you. I got so much to share right now, but I wanna listen to you. Show me how to live this life. I wanna be like you. Good morning, Father, 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 Father. It's just me and you.
That was sounding good.
Yeah.
That was sounding good.
I can say that she just play because people are buzzing online saying, well, listen, play some of our classic. Listen, Lisa, you don't know the influence and as a DJ for past 25 years in the industry right here. A lot of your songs to a lot of people have been the life and death or to some people out there because I've met a lot of your fans out there as a DJ for the past 25 years. And I'm not only talking about gospel fans, I'm also talking about mainstream music because in the secular clubs, a lot of some of your songs like 5 a.m. and a lot of Grace and people are when they mix, mix music with By My Night and all those big secular artists, they've mixed it in slow jams and we call them slow jams and all that. People play this music and it's just lifeline to them. I know a certain friend of mine. She knows your song back to back, and this lady's not even safe. And this is the impact of music. This is the impact of music in people's life, and when you travel around the world and you see people sing your songs and so, how do you feel, and how does that make you feel?
The place that I've been to that really just got my heart the most, I was in London doing with GL Live Media, and they came with music sheets. I was like, I didn't even know music sheets for me existed. Like, they had music, they had lyrics, they were singing along in the audience, and it was just all these people, and it was just I was overwhelmed. So I never get used to that. That's always like such an honor that people sing your songs from other places outside of America. So I'm very grateful. Wow, like, it's amazing to me. It's amazing.
Yeah, we're still waiting for you to come. I mean, tell them, tell viewers about because I know you got to run very soon. Tell them about your soul collection and other things that you do.
Right. So the Soul Collection, it's really new to a lot of people, but they're actually a collection of all of my independent hits. I call it the hits you missed.
Okay.
And I came up with that idea as we were preparing for the new album that's coming, because I was like, wait a minute, before we do another album, every time I go to YouTube and I post one of the songs from the independent, or I'll go back and look at it, maybe just listen to some of my stuff, and I'll see comments, like recent comments from a song, an independent song from 8 years ago, and they're like, how did I miss this song? And I heard that so many times. And again, that goes back to the difference between independent and major labels. Major labels, they can reach everyone in a matter of weeks, but an independent artist, it may take us years to reach everybody, and that's okay. And so I just felt like it was just a great time with people being home a lot all over the world to really release some of those hits. And I'm just getting a lot of love people are like, I didn't know she had that song. Where's that album? So just resurrecting those independent hits that, you know, I was just honored and blessed to be able to do.
Let me tempt you with this. Out of your songs, which is your favorite?
Besides You Are Holy, I think, wow, you know what? My favorite is But for Eternity from the House of Blues album. But for eternity, I gave up a lifetime, and even exchanged your life for mine. But I walk away from it all, because you give me everything.
Wow.
Everything. I love that song. Love it.
So if the people want to get your soul album, could you tell them where they can get it on any of your other albums?
Yeah, so all of my albums in the Soul Collection in particular is on Apple Music now, Apple Music, Tidal, Spotify, Amazon Music, YouTube Music, any of your favorite online stores, your international online stores. It is available now. And I gotta say, make sure you go get it, stream it. Something Abbeyg, you said earlier, you don't understand and realize that I think it's so important. If you love to support your gospel artists or any of your artists, even if you're streaming it on YouTube, stream it directly from their page. Stream their music from their page as opposed to a third party. That way, the artists that you love so much are being supported. That's the best way to support them.
That is very true. I believe that, like I said at the beginning of the show, we don't rip off artists. I don't go behind, do mixtape behind an artist. We get the endorsement. We have relationship with a lot of artists around the world, and you know, that's why I don't just do mixtape, but we really get the artists on our show as well. So
thank you.
During this pandemic, you just said earlier on, this is the time during the show where I give you a minute to encourage someone out there. Maybe they've lost a job, business, or whatever, just to encourage someone out there not to lose hope. It's up to you, Lisa. So just speak to someone out there, reason why they need to have belief or hope into 2021.
I think the greatest thing we have to remember is our words are our superpowers. I was sitting on a call last night reading my children's book to a bunch of kids, which was so awesome. And they asked me what would I want to share with those kids, and I would love to share that again today, which is your words is your power. There's life and death in your tongue. And so oftentimes when you see what's going on outside of you, and this is what I know personally, I have seen with my eyes one thing, but I was intentional about what I spoke. And what I spoke was what I knew, not what I saw, and things begin to change. I mean, instantly. So your words have power. So speak what you want, not what you see. And if you speak what you want, speak what you know is yours, then what you see will begin to change.
Speak what you want, not what you see. That is very, very, very powerful. Tell them how they can get, you know, we all have kids and somebody. So tell them how they can get hold of your children's books, and also tell us other things that you're doing as well.
Absolutely. So the children's book is online now. It's called The Adventures of LJ the Great. I'm so proud of myself. And it's you can purchase it now at theliteracyshop.com. Theliteracyshop.com.
Okay. Have you also got any other book or any other things that you're doing that people need to support out there?
Yes, thanks for asking. I actually have one with me. This is a book that I wrote for women called "And She Lives Happily." And She Lives Happily Ever After. This book is very inspiring for women who deal and struggle with being single, who have not quite learned the importance of self-love and learning to love yourself, enjoying the life that God has given you before you would look for someone else to be a part of that life. I don't know how that's going in the UK, but here in the States, many women are sad about being lonely and being depressed. And I often tell women, you have to learn that love yourself so that you can attract someone that can love you as well. And that book is also available on Amazon.com.
It's available on Amazon.com. And I know time to time also you speak on YouTube and Facebook. so that people can follow you. I know time to time you drop tips for women,
Yes.
and I think you're part of a, is it a women group or something?
Oh, the women's group online. That's
Yes.
getting ready to. We started that, but it's being dissolved.
Okay.
Just so that, because I don't, and the reason why is because I want all women to see it. You know,
Okay.
I don't want them to feel like they have to join a group to get those nuggets.
Okay.
So I'm going to continue to drop those nuggets on social media, Instagram. I am Lisa Mcclendon Music, Facebook, The Real Lisa Mcclendon, and then Twitter, Lisa Mcclendon.
Wow, that is so good as well. So you heard it. Just Google her, Lisa Mcclendon. If it's a book you want to get, a kids' books and all those other things you want to get out there, you can make yourself available. Like she said earlier on, I am a big believer of it. Support these
Yes.
people, buy directly from their website, from what they do, so that they can have more money to be able to bring
Continue.
out other things, so
Yes.
that it will benefit them, because God has given us gifts. He said God gave gift to man. So God has given us loads of things. But when we don't support a lot of our artists, they can bring out new songs, they can bring out new music, they can bring out new stuff out there for us. And just reminding of Lisa Mcclendon, what do you like eating? What do you do? What is your favorite meal?
Well, I'm a vegetarian,
Okay.
so I love making a lot of vegetarian meals. I do I can't think what they call it, but I do a cauliflower and walnut blend,
Okay.
and stir fried in soy sauce with a little bit of sesame seed oil. I'm sorry, soy sauce and brown sugar and green onions, and then I love to put that on jasmine rice. So I love to just create foods. I also have a cookbook. I know I have all these things, but a cookbook that teaches people how to eat well, but in love food, because I love flavor. I love flavor and I love texture. I don't want a salad. I want flavor and texture. And so I love to
Then,
make buffalo wings out of cauliflower and buffalo wings out of oyster mushrooms. And if you're interested in that cookbook, you can also email me at lisamcclendonmusic@gmail.com. lisamcclendonmusic@gmail.com.
is there any artist, your favorite artist now you would like to go in collaboration with or sing with?
Um,
Current?
Well, I have a couple of artists. They're not necessarily gospel, but I think
Okay.
Toby, he's a new artist that's kind of rising up quickly. Toby,
Okay.
I would love to do something with him. PJ Morton, definitely PJ Morton, who does gospel and mainstream. I think that would be a great collaboration. PJ Morton would be an amazing collaboration.
Wow. So what do you do to relax yourself other than music?
I love to read. I love reading. I like to get up early in the morning and read. I'm actually on set now. That's why I took a break. I'm on set because I do writing, and I just got one of my skits picked up by a TV show. So I love to read and I love to write. Those are my favorite things to do, and I love to visit museums and parks. I love visiting museums and parks. It gives me an opportunity to create more when I'm around nature.
Okay. Do you have any favorite color?
Oh, my favorite color is black and green. I love black because of the power, and I love green because of the life. Good question.
Okay. So if there is anything you need to change about the industry, would it be?
That would just be fair, a little bit more fair with the contracts. I think the simplest thing is, after so long, maybe after 10, 15 years, give the artist the rights back to the music. You made all your money off the music. You made the money that you're going to get. At least share that profit, because at the end of the day, it is their music. And I say after 10, 15 years, sign over all the complete rights back over the artist and allow them to make money and residuals, more money and residuals off of the music that they created.
Okay. So what are we expecting from Lisa Mcclendon the rest of the year after the lockdown?
New music, traveling again. Hopefully I'll be in the UK, or planning to be in the UK for the new album. I'm excited about that, and possibly dropping the second book to my children's book, the series of LJ the Great.
Okay. And is there anybody you're doing a shout out to as we round up tonight's show?
Big shout out to the UK. Love you all, Africa. Much love. Thank you guys. Just for always, anytime I come to the UK, it's always mad love. So thank you all for the love, and shouts out to Abbeyg.
Thank you, Lisa Mcclendon. Thank you for being on our show tonight. You've
Yes,
heard
ma'am.
her there. Go out there, support her, support whatever she's doing. She, as you can see, she's loaded with loads of talent, giftings,
Thank you.
from books to kids' books to music to everything. She's going, everything out there. Just buy them. I know that there are wonderful fans of you across the world watching this, and hopefully one day, very soon as well, like you said, we get to meet Lisa Mcclendon live and direct in London, UK, and hopefully she can also appear in one of our online concert, hopefully, if they don't unlock us soon. So, thank you, Lisa, for being on our
Thank
show
you.
tonight,
Thank
and
you.
God bless you, and God bless your ministry, and God
Thank
bless.
you.
Just a last minute shout out or anything you got in your spirit just to say to someone out there.
Just thank you. You said it all. I think we've said it all. Thank you guys so much. Continue to keep supporting and support each other. Definitely in this time, support each other. Be a blessing.
Thank you, Lisa, for being on our show tonight.
Thank
You
you.
heard it. Please share it. Let people know about it. And here is another song from Lisa, If You Fall.
My brother, my sister, you gotta believe me when I tell you that I've been there myself a time or two. But don't you give up now, God will show you how to stand in the rain and through the pain. If you fall, don't stay down, gotta get up again. Oh, give me another chance. And just in case I make a mistake, Lord, please show me your grace. Lord, give me another chance. Watch what you say and what you do. Don't be fooled next time, it could be. Lord, give me another chance. Even a righteous man falls down 7 times, but he'll get up if he knows in his mind. Give me another chance. There have no temptation taken you, but what is common to man. But God is faithful, the way of escape He's made for you. So when you fall, this is what you gotta do. If you fall, don't stay down, gotta get up again. Oh Lord, give me another chance. And just in case I make a mistake, Lord, please show me your grace. Lord, give me another chance. Oh, if you fall, don't stay down, gotta get up again. Oh Lord, give me another chance. And just in case I make a mistake, Lord, please show me your grace. Oh Lord, give me another chance. If you fall, don't stay down, gotta get up again. Oh, please give me another chance. And just in case I make a mistake, Lord, please show me your grace. Please show me your grace. Lord, give me another chance.
Wow, you were just listening. You were just had on our show tonight, Lisa Mcclendon, award-winning gospel artist, just sharing her experience and wonderful things that she's she's been doing with us and where she has. If you missed it or you're just watching this, please go back to the beginning. It's on my YouTube page, DJ Abbeyg, on my YouTube page, DJ Abbeyg. On also, you can check it out on my Facebook page as well. On the Instagram, we're going to load it on gradually, little by little. I know, just want to tease you Instagram people as well. So we're going to put it on Instagram in a week or two when we spied it up again, because I want you to see the videos and the interview, to be able to see it in a better dimension rather than just seeing me and Lisa up and down, you know what I mean? So please subscribe to my page, invite your friends around the world, let them know about what we do. And if you're a gospel artist, you want to make your music go viral and you got nice, good videos, please contact me at DJ Abbeyg Music at gmail.com or djabbeyg@yahoo.co.uk. We will make your music go viral. And please do this weekend, if you're watching this, every last Saturday of every month, we have Save Table, who is going to be teaching us about strategies about music. And this month and next month, we have also another special guest. You know, just keep tuned and subscribe to my page. Go on my page, djabbeyg.com, and I'll be able to send you more information on what we do and other things we do as well. We do more than DJing and promoting artists on platforms. We love the services that a lot of the bloggers offer. We do the same thing, song promotion, a lot of platform, upload your music on different platforms, advice, educating your music businesses, advice on business consultancies, and particularly also when you have DJs and music, we do. At the moment, we are on lockdown, but still, that doesn't stop the music. We still DJ vow so many platforms, and we still keep the party going. So please, if you're a gospel artist, get in touch with us. Thank you for watching tonight's show. Thank you for your support. If you feel led in your heart as well, feel free to support the good thing we're doing by going to my website, donate whatever the Lord lays on your heart, and whatever ways you to feel you can be a blessing, get in touch, and God will richly, richly bless you as you do so. So thank you again for watching tonight's show. It's a blessing and an honor to have you guys on here tonight. God will continue to bless you. And like, I'll play this favorite song, even Lisa Mcclendon, as I said, is her favorite song to say bye to us tonight. It is You Are Holy. God bless you.
He is worthy, oh, so worthy. Your God is worthy, so worthy. And what a privilege and my honor to worship at your throne, to be called into your presence as your own. And you are faithful, oh, so faithful. Yes, you are. Lord, you are faithful, so faithful. And what a privilege and an honor worship at your throne, to be called into your presence